Hi there, it's JJ Adventures again, and today's Ventures takes us to Memphis, Tennessee. This past July, our family was lucky enough to stay at the Peabody Hotel. Known as the South's Grand Hotel, the Peabody is legendary for its charm, elegance, gracious hospitality, and rich history. This Memphis icon opened in 1869 and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places and is world famous for its 5 resident ducks who march daily through the lobby at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. Even if you don't stay at the hotel, at least try to stop by the lobby during those times to experience the world-famous Duck March. We were lucky enough to watch the 5 p.m. March of the Ducks during our visit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good evening and welcome. Welcome to the Peabody Memphis, the South Grand Hotel, where the world-famous Ducks march from the rooftop down to the lobby and back every single day. And once again, my name is Keenan Walker. I am the Duck Master here at the Peabody Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee. And thank you, I appreciate you. And I have the honor, and thank y'all. And I have the honor and the pleasure of marching the Ducks for you all this evening. But before I do, let me take you all on the journey. Now, keep in mind, this particular journey starts all the way back in 1869. When a man by the name of Colonel Robert Brinkley realized his lifelong dream of opening a state-of-the-art hotel. Now, it was only 2 blocks away from here, over on Main and Monroe, and it was called the Brinkley House. Now, this place was to set the standard for luxury and cuisine in the South. But unfortunately, right around the time that they were opening the doors to that facility, Colonel Brinkley's good friend and his investor, Mr. George Peabody, passed away over in London, England. So, that prompted a name change. A name change from the Brinkley House to the Peabody Hotel. Now, keep in mind, it remained in that original location for 55 years, hosting such dignitaries as President McKinley and Theodore Roosevelt. So then on September the 1st, 1925, the doors to this beautiful expansion building opened right here in the same location where we're all standing and sitting for the cost of $5 million and 2 years construction. But don't think that's the entire history of the Peabody Hotel. I did not even close. I have everybody sitting here in the lobby area. Whenever you get a chance, make sure that you take a trip up to the mezzanine level and visit our memorabilia room. Now inside that room, you're going to find a collection of pictures and items and memos from the last few decades. Now, one of my personal favorite pieces of information inside of the memorabilia room is a framed letter. It was a letter from the general manager at that time, a man by the name of Gary Bell, a letter from him to the executive chef of Chez Philippe, our French restaurant, who was in the process of updating his menu. And basically, that letter says that even though you serve French cuisine inside of your restaurant, there better not be any duck anywhere on any menu inside the Peabody Hotel. Now keep in mind the combination between ducks and the Peabody goes back a long time. Matter of fact, it goes all the way back to 1933, when the general manager at that time, a man by the name of Frank Shutt, he and a good friend of his named Chip Barwick, these 2 gentlemen decided to go on a duck hunt over in Arkansas in the middle of winter along the icy cold waters of the Mississippi River. Now, like I mentioned, it was winter time. So these 2 men knew that they were going to need to try to find a creative way to stay warm while they were out there. So they decided to take another colleague along with them to help them to stay warm in the cold. A colleague by the name of Jack Daniels. Oh, some of y'all know Jack. Otherwise known as fine Tennessee sipping whiskey. And these 2 men knew they were going to need some liquid encouragement to stay warm while they were out there. But as the day went on, These two gentlemen had maybe just a bit too much encouragement. Right? They decided that as a practical joke, it would be funny to bring back the live duck decoys that they were using, which was legal in Arkansas back then. They thought it'd be a funny idea to bring those live duck decoys back here to the Peabody Hotel and set them loose inside of this lobby fountain. So that's exactly what they did. They laughed it off and went back up to their rooms for the evening. Well, upon waking up that next morning, Frank Shutt was a little bit alarmed at the chaos that we might have caused that previous day that his deed. He was the general manager, after all. So he rushed to the elevator and he came downstairs. Now he was expecting to find ducks all over this lobby. And when he got down here, he was surprised to find two things. Number one, the ducks were still right there in this mountain. They hadn't gone anywhere. And number two, they started to attract visitors. People just like all these. People were absolutely amazed to see live animals following inside the lobby fountain of an establishment as fine as the Peabody. But then in 1940, the Peabody Hotel hired a gentleman by the name of Edward Pembroke to be a bellman. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, if you all will, let's send some love out to all of our outstanding bellmen. Thank you. Keep in mind that Mr. Pembroke, he was more than just a bellman. He was a brilliant, brilliant man. Just so happened that earlier in his life, Mr. Edward Pembroke at one time had been a trainer for the Ringling Brothers in Barnum and Bailey Circus. So upon being hired, he told management, he said, hey, look, got an idea. If you let me, I will take a group of North American mallard ducks, one male, 4 females. Instead of those 3 English call ducks that just have swimming around in that fountain down there, said I'll train them. I will train those ducks myself. I will first train the ducks to sleep upstairs on the rooftop inside of a duck palace. Then I will train the ducks to march from the duck palace across the rooftop to the door. Then I'll train them to march inside of the door all the way to the elevator. And then together, we will get on that elevator and we will ride all the way downstairs to the lobby. And when those doors open, I will train those ducks to march up the red carpet all the way to the lobby fountain every single morning at 11 o'clock. And then at 5 o'clock, I'll train the ducks to get back outside of the fountain. I'll march them back up that red carpet and get back on the elevator. We'll ride back up to the rooftop where I will train the ducks to march back across the roof to get back into the duck palace where they will sleep for the rest of the night. Well, management was looking at Mr. Pembroke like, well, okay, if you really think you can actually train those ducks to do all of that, then let's try it out. Let's see how you pull that off. Let's see how you make that happen. Mr. Pembroke marched the ducks here at the Peabody Hotel for the next 51 years. 51 years he marched up here at Peabody. And in doing so, he became a goodwill ambassador for the Peabody Hotel and the entire city of Memphis. He even appeared on television shows. Television shows such as The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson and the Sesame Street program, where he and his ducks helped to celebrate National Rubber Ducky Day.
Aww.
He appeared in magazine shoots as well. Magazines such as People Magazine and even the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit Edition.
Wow.
But don't worry, the ducks only showed a little leg. Now, if I was somebody like Mr. Pembroke, and I was able to accomplish all that he did, I don't know. I might consider myself to be a master at what it was I had pulled off. What do you want? Yeah. Well, management thought the exact same thing. They bestowed upon Mr. Edward Pembroke the title of the world's first duck master here at the Peabody Hotel. Now, unfortunately, Mr. Pembroke is no longer here with us. I do know that his spirit, I'm sure his spirit is smiling and shining brightly on our ceremony here in the lobby this evening. Now, there is a picture of Mr. Pembroke and his ducks right over there by the valet entrance. Make sure you stop by. And go take pictures with him. Pay your respects on the way outside the hotel. Now, that was the history of the Peabody Hotel and the legend of how the Duck March came to be. Now, usually, the only thing left for me to do would be to take our team of 5 feathered friends outside of this mountain, march them back up this red carpet, and take them back upstairs to the Duck Palace for the rest of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and your attention, please. Welcome to the historic Peabody Hotel. At the center of the grand lobby, the point where the Mississippi Delta has been said to begin, stands the classic Peabody fountain, carved from one piece of Italian travertine marble. Although famous in its own right, the fountain is better known the world over because of its residents. If I may direct your attention to the fountain now, you will witness a tradition begun in the 1930s at the South Grand Hotel, an experience uniquely yours as a guest of the Peabody. Preparing to return to their penthouse for the night, ladies and gentlemen, the march of the world-famous Peabody Ducks.
All right, let's do it. All right, you reveal this time. All right, anybody use that for me? Everybody use that? Here we go. Everybody else steps. Good job, good job, good job. Fantastic. Here we go. Everybody watch the step. Here we go. And there you go. Good job. All right. Say hello to all of our ladies and gentlemen who were so patient. Good job. Say hello to the boys and girls by the red carpet. All of our first-time guests. Our returning visitors and everybody celebrating an anniversary and birthday. We're celebrating. All right, let's get into the house. All right, W. Oh, this is good. This is good. Fantastic job. Fantastic. Looking good, W. You ready to march out our club?
As always, if you like my videos, please think about subscribing to my channel. Click the notification icon to get notified when I post new videos. Smash that like button on this video if it really helps my channel out. And if you have any comments on my video, please enter them below.